Hello viewers and Assalamu alaikum. Today we are here in Cameron Highlands and we're going to explore the downtown and the outskirts of Cameron Highland and try to cover all different attractions. Right now you can see the Cameron Square. It's one of the popular mall in Cameron Highlands downtown area. um, you can find a number of popular brands and eateries and restaurants here. This is the famous butterfly garden. You can get tickets here, and right next to this one is another butterfly farm which offers the same experience, so you can decide which one you want to go to. And this is the open street market. You will find a number of different stalls here selling all kind of stuff, cafes, fruit stalls, juice stalls, and other stuff. So this is one of the main open markets of Cameron Highlands, and usually you find uh, local investors throughout the day here. Cactus Point, it is the another attraction um, where you can find different variation or families of cactus, um, and like butterfly farms or strawberry farms. There are multiple operators that have set up these cactus points as well, so you can visit any one of them, and the overall experience will be quite similar. That's the strawberry corner, which contains a number of strawberry stalls from where you can buy fresh strawberries that are grown in Cameron Highlands. Um, there are strawberry farms as well, which has an added advantage that can give you the freedom to go into the farm and pick strawberry um, as you may choose. I think that strawberry picking experience is a better one, and they're going to charge you from 30 ringgit up to maybe 50 ringgit um, for 1 kg of strawberries. There you see another strawberry farm here, and you might find many more strawberry farms, butterfly gardens, and cactus points um, across Cameron Highlands. bamboo biryani. So we are now heading towards the one of the popular attractions of Cameron Highlands. It's called Mossy Forest. There are trekking trails there as well, and we're just crossing the main downtown area. We actually have just left the main downtown area. This is the golf club, and you can see the golf clubhouse there. That's on the way when you're moving from the city center to the uphill area where the Mossy Forest is. A word of advice for those of you who are planning to visit the Mossy Forest and to do the trekking there. Um, the road conditions are not good at the end of this track. So initially the road conditions are quite good, uh, very well metalled, but as you move along and go further uphill, you will find that the roads are broken at many points, and because of rain and the moss, um, at some of the places it is quite dangerous. um, if you speed up, your tires will start rolling. So you have to take care, you have to be careful about the base of your car. Also, the road is quite steep at some points when you're moving up to the Mossy Forest, and I would recommend to go with a car that's at least 1500 cc or above and is in a good condition. Um, it is better if you have a car that has um, quite high suspension, because like I said, at some points there's a danger of your car base to um, get damaged because of the um, broken road or um, huge gaps or rocks in the middle. So it definitely a good condition, good engine car, at least 1500 cc and above. If it's 4x4, then it is best. So we went on a compact sedan car, uh, and it was 1500 cc. It was four, um, and we made it. But at some point, because our car is an older version, so we were worried that maybe we might end up in in a bad situation, but thankfully we made it. Um, so yeah, the conditions are or the conditions of the road at the top end are not quite good. Um, I think the rest of the route is quite clear and is in a good condition. Um, we see a lot of visitors and tourists uh, that are riding on their bike, and we saw some visitors that were hiking all the way up. We have now finally reached the Mossy Forest. Um, it is at the top of the Brinchang Mountain, and this is the parking lot where you can park your car or bikes here, and you can get the entry tickets right from there at the cabin. There's a lot of visitor information available on the boards. You should read that. What kind of activities are allowed, what are not allowed. There are different ticket types based on what kind of a visitor you are, local, non-local, foreigner, um, timings, and the entry fees also depends on what kind of activity you want to do inside the forest. There's walking trail, natural trail as well, where you can crack. I think it is about 45 minutes of tracking, a walkthrough that will help you see the first-hand beauty of this forest, the unique flowers and other flora. Um, this is all written in Malaysian language, so maybe the pictures can help. Basically, they're depicting what kind of activity you can do and what activities are prohibited, like smoking and Mossy Forest, Cameron Highlands, Jabatan, Birhutanam, Nigeri Pahang. This is the place you take the stairs up to start your trekking on the natural trail, and there you can rest. The ticket prices are 30 ringgit for adults, 15 ringgit for children, 30 ringgit for senior citizen, and these ticket prices are all for non-citizens. For citizen, adult 10 ringgit, children 5 ringgit, and senior citizen also 5 ringgit. For disabled, it is free entry whether you are a citizen or a non-citizen. You can get these tickets right at the cabin, and after taking the entry tickets, you can take these stairs to go up and start this 45 minutes trekking. It's a natural trail, and we see a lot of different plants, trees, flora covered all in moss, and
नाज़रीन ये
this is
मॉसी फॉरेस्ट का
the
ब्रॉड
bird's eye
वॉक का
view of
मैप है।
this natural trail.
इसमें अगर आप इधर देखें तो ये
So the
ब्रॉड वॉक
blue
रास्ता है,
tilted rectangle
पार्किंग
is
लॉट,
the starting point
रेस्टिंग
where we are
हट,
currently
व्यूइंग टावर
standing,
और मेन रोड।
and then
तो
this
हम जो
walkway
हैं
has
इस वक्त यहाँ खड़े हैं पार्किंग लॉट में,
several
और
stairs at
यहाँ
certain
से
points.
आप
The red cabins or red
सीढ़ियाँ चढ़
towers
के ऊपर या
mention the
ऊपर
point where there is a stair
इस
to
तरीके
go
से
up,
सीढ़ियाँ चढ़ के आप ऊपर
and
जाएंगे।
the red, the black dotted or dashed line is the actual
मुख्तलिफ
pathway.
व्यू
They have
पॉइंट्स
highlighted
दिखाए हैं
the
जंगल से होते हुए
some
चलते
of the
हुए,
sightseeing points, viewpoints.
और ये डिटेल कुछ लिखी है मॉसी फॉरेस्ट के बारे में।
It's quite an ancient forest, and
914
you can
hectares
expect many different kinds of um
हाँ,
trees and
इस
flowers
माउंटेन का
that
नाम
you haven't seen before.
गुनुंग ब्रिंचैंग है। गुनुंग यहाँ पे जो है वो माउंटेन को यानी पहाड़ को कहते हैं। इज़ द सेकंड हाईएस्ट पीक इन कैमरून हाईलैंड्स and the highest point in peninsular Malaysia that is accessible by road. नाज़रीन ये जो है फ़ीस हैं, एडमिशन फ़ीस रिक्रिएशन फॉरेस्ट की। तो इसमें अगर एडल्ट जाएंगे नॉन मलेशियन तो उनको 10 रिंगिट देने होंगे। फिर अंदर स्टेट पार्क फॉरेस्ट है, उसके लिए विज़िटर्स को 30 रिंगिट एडल्ट्स। अच्छा, फिर ये कैनोपी वॉक की अलग फ़ीस है, ओपन हॉल की अलग फ़ीस है, मल्टीपर्पज़ हॉल, कैंटीन, कियोस्क स्टॉल, प्लॉट्स है। ये रिक्रिएशन फॉरेस्ट की तमाम एक्टिविटीज़ की इन्होंने फ़ीस बताई हैं। हॉस्टल अकोमोडेशन भी है, शैलेट है, कैंप साइट भी है, एक्टिविटी कंडक्ट, फोटोग्राफी, फिल्म रिकॉर्डिंग, रिसर्च, माउंटेन बाइक ट्रेल, काफ़ी हर चीज़ पे इन्होंने चार्ज लगाए हुए भाई। बारिश
The weather up here is very good, cool breeze, and
हवा
the
बेहतरीन है
temperature is around 22 degrees Celsius.
जगह जिधर
So
22 डिग्री
it's a very good place to
काफ़ी
spend
फ्रिज की हवा चल रही
the days where
है।
it's
सूरज अभी
quite hot
ख़राब नहीं है,
at the ground. So these highlands
लेकिन हवा
are
इतनी
a
मज़ेदार
good
है।
getaway.
जबकि नीचे जब हम थे
You can
अ,
do trekking
तो बेतहाशा
and
गर्मी थी और गाड़ी का एसी जो है वो
spend time enjoying
इस गर्मी
the
में काम नहीं कर रहा था। लेकिन
greenery,
यहाँ
the jungle, the
काफ़ी
forest,
बेहतरीन
flowers, natural habitat, all in a cool
मज़ेदार।
and peaceful environment. We are now moving from Mossy Forest to visit one of the beautiful tea plantations across Cameron Highlands, and during our route, we're going to see several tea plantation as well. However, there are a number of points or tea plantations that are very popular here among the locals and the incoming tourists as well. So we actually have selected after reading reviews about a number of those viewpoints. So there's a viewpoint with the name called Cameron Tea Valley or Tea House. Yeah, I think Cameron Tea House. So Tea House One is one of the viewpoints, and then there's Tea House Two, and then Tea House Three. And then there's Boh Tea House, Boh Tea House. Um, After reading different reviews, we decided to go to visit the Boh Tea House plantation because
सीधा करो पहले
the
अब
people
तुम्हारे
have
ऊपर करना है
recommend it
तो
that it
ऊपर
is
वाला
more
बटन या नीचे वाला
natural
बटन दबा के
and it
और
has
अपनी तरफ करो
a very good
अपनी तरफ
view
करके अब
from
छोड़ दो
up
बटन
the
अब यूं
mountains.
करो तो वो ऊपर हो
And
जाएगा
while we we go to the Boh Tea plantation, during the route we'll see the other popular ones like Tea House 1, Tea House 2 and 3. So let's go, and during the route we will going to see a lot of these tea plantations like this one, and I've never visited any tea plantations before, so this is my first experience. They look very very beautiful, um, and they are planted like in patches on hills and mountains, covering the whole area, the whole mountain, and gives it a very good velvety, soft look. Um, you can actually smell the tea in the air as well when you're close to those plantations, and it's a very fresh smell. So the tea plantation that we are going to visit is the Boh Tea plantation, and it is actually area that is called Boh Real Estate, and within that state they have all the tea plantation and the tea factory and a tea museum as well, where they show how the actual tea process works and how they uh, produce the tea in the form that we use on a daily basis, starting from the fresh plants that we are seeing right now. And that's a guided tour. Um, you have to pay for that as well. I'm not sure what's the ticket price for that, but because we are not interested for in that particular guided tour because we are a little short on time, so we thought to spend more time in the Mossy Forest and visiting different tea plantations. Um, so we will not going to go inside the tea factory or take a guided tour, but we will go to the Bow Real Estate to see the tea plantations firsthand, and uh, basically a track all the way up to the mountain to the point where you can see the whole tea plantation from up above. And as you can see, the route itself is very beautiful and give you very good viewpoints of the tea plantation. So you can just stop by at any point and treat your eyes with this wonderful scenic views. So notice they have like small or very thin pathways between those tea plantation, so the people can move inside and pick the tea leaves, collect them, and then take them to the factory. So the height of these tea plants are not more than your waist. I think like close to 2.5 feet, more or less. You can try tea made from these locally produced tea in one of the tree houses that I mentioned, like Treehouse 1, Treehouse 2, or Treehouse 3. There's also a cafe at the Tea Plantation. Although I didn't get a chance to uh, had a tea at that cafe, but maybe you can check out there as well. Viewers, this is the Cameron Valley Tea Station 2. There are two more such similar stations, Cameron Valley Tea Station 1 and Cameron Valley Tea Station 3. However, this Tea Station 2 is the biggest one among the three, and you will get a very good viewpoint from their cafe. You can sit and have a cup of tea or coffee. The local tea is recommended, and have some snacks from there. However, because we decided to visit the tea plantation, so we are now heading towards that. And we are now here at the tea
टी
state,
प्लांटेशन
and as you can
के
see,
पास मौजूद हैं।
um,
आप
so
देख सकते हैं
this
कि ये
bow
बीच एक
state
में इनकी
has
टी फैक्ट्री भी है,
a
टी
viewpoint at the
सेंटर भी है
top
और व्यू पॉइंट भी है।
from the
टी फैक्ट्री
mountain,
इस वक्त बंद
a
है,
tea factory and a tea
और
center.
हम इस वक्त व्यू पॉइंट की तरफ जाएंगे।
So if the tea factory is
आइए
closed
आपको
at the moment. You can
व्यू
see
पॉइंट
the
की
tea
तरफ ले चलते
center, um, and you can also go to the viewpoint. So you can park your car right after the main gates. Guards are also there, security guards, and they can point you towards the parking space. It's not like a proper designated parking space, but an area where visitors can park their car.
ये कहाँ
Um,
से जी?
there
इसका रास्ता है।
you can see
इस पे आते
people are going up using the stairs. So we will
व्यू
also
पॉइंट।
follow the same path. We will take those stairs all the way up to the viewpoint. Um, so if you are accompanying small children or elderly, then this viewpoint is not recommended for you. You can then go to the other tea plantations of Cameron Valley, like Cameron Valley Tea Station 1, 2, or 3.
एक
This
सेकंड चेक
is
आ रही
these
है
are
और
actually the
अभी
toilets,
से उस तरफ जो है वो कट
and
रही है
after that you can see
और
the
यहाँ पे
parking.
आप आएंगे
So parking and
तो
toilets, and then
ये
there's a
सामने
way to
आगे विजिटर
go
कॉलोनी है
all the way
ये ऊपर जो
up
है
by taking
इस
the
व्यू
stairs.
पॉइंट का रास्ता है ये सीढ़ियाँ हैं
I
तो
think there
ये सीढ़ियाँ
are
आप
quite number of stairs there, more than 100 or 150, and the stairs goes zigzag. So the stairs are crafted, carved right out from the rocks. So um, be careful, and it
as you
is
know
it might
नीचे
help if you have a
ये
tracking
पार्किंग
stick
की
with
है
you. We don't have that, but um, we took the help of the
सामने है जो
wire, the supporting
अप्रोक्सीमेशन
wire that they provided, and we use that to go all the way up. There you can see the cafe, or I think it's tea center as well. I'm not sure, but I definitely see people having a snack or meal there. So let's go and try. I'll try my level best to cover all
बहुत
those
सीढ़ियाँ
stairs and
मतलब
reach
हमारे लिए
to the top. So I'm halfway through, and look at this beauty. So green. Viewers, I forgot to tell one important thing before, that the entrance to the Boti plantation area alone, this viewpoint, is free, and you don't have to pay anything to come up to
ओह
this viewpoint and enjoy
इस
the whole
व्यू
area
पॉइंट
around.
की सीढ़ियाँ चढ़ते चढ़ते हालत बैंड हो गई है लेकिन आप ये खूबसूरत मंज़र यहाँ से एंजॉय कर सकते हैं और ये है नाज़रीन सारे टी प्लांटेशन जिसके अंदर से हम घूमते फिरते चढ़ते हुए ऊपर जा रहे हैं
there you see the
वो नाजरीन
top of this mountain,
टॉप पे हमें जाना है
and that's where we have to go. So
इधर
still, I think 30% more to cover. We have covered like 75% so far. Yay! We finally made it to the top, and you can see the whole valley in front of you. There are benches, viewing benches available on the top. You can rest there and just witness this wonderful natural beauty from up there. So serene, pure, natural beauty. So, as I said, it is recommended if you are not accompanying any children or elderly with you. Um, it is definitely recommended. Otherwise, there are simpler options as well. Uh, Tea house or tea plantation viewpoints that are available right there across the road. And the three of the viewpoints that I mentioned before are Cameron Valley Tea Station 1, 2, and 3. Among them, the Cameron Valley Tea Station 2 is the biggest one, and it has plenty of space, parking, and other facilities like snack, juice, beverages, etc. But if you can make it to the top, that's the view that supersedes all of them. You can see houses there in the valley. The time right now is somewhere between 4 and 5. You can see butterflies. So there's the natural forest on the mountain, and then there's this tea plantation. Uh, so I tried requesting this guy to stop the machine for a moment, but I wasn't able to communicate clearly. So you have to bear with the sound, the irritating sound of grass cutter machine. That's the valley. So I think overall you can, like, the minimum time to spend on this viewpoint is like 30 minutes at least, and then you had to calculate how much time it would take to reach this particular point from wherever your hotel or accommodation is. It took us around an hour, I think, to reach here because we made a couple of, or more than couple of stops in between. Um, Although those were quick, but still, that's the tea factory, and there's a parking for tea factory there. That's the path, that's a sheer path that we took to come all the way up at the top. So guys, do visit this place when you are here in Cameron Highlands, and appreciate this beauty. Do not forget to provide us your feedback and comments. They're very valuable to us. And like this video, and also subscribe to our channel, and do not forget to click the bell icon so that you'll be notified with the latest updates. Hope to see you soon in our next video. That's all from us today, here from Cameron Island. Signing off. Take care. Goodbye.